Thank you very much, William. Hi, very good morning, everyone. My name is Etienne de Bejarry. I'm a sales and account manager. I'm covering the French-speaking part of Switzerland. I'm very happy to be in front of you all this morning. And what we want to achieve today is to give you a very sharp understanding of what is the real value that Wealthark brings to its clients, basically. And we believe that the best way of doing it is actually asking those who are using Wealthark on a daily basis. This is why I'm going to conduct today 2 interviews. The first one will be with the CEO of Phoenix Finance SA, Silvio Sestito. Silvio is a client of Wealthark since 2020. I'm very happy to welcome you this morning, Silvio. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I hope you do.
Yes, everything is fine on my side. I already checked in my Wealthark, so everything is fine.
Yes, that's a good habit. Silvio, could you please say a few words about yourself and your company?
Yes, of course. So basically, my name is Silvio Sestito. I'm the managing partner of Phoenix Finance, a company based in Geneva. We started our activity in 2017, so we're relatively new in this area, although the people involved in Phoenix have a lot of experience, more than 40 years of cumulative experience in asset management. We call ourselves a small boutique. We are a small player. We have about 30 clients. We managed today, although we are still in development, less than 100 million Swiss franc equivalent. And basically, we are still in development phase due to the pandemic. Obviously, we are a bit slowed down, but we expect to resume prospection of new clients this year. And we use, obviously, Wealthark as our main tool for monitoring our business.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Silvio. Before we come specifically to Wealthark and the PMS in general, I have a question regarding the trend and the overall trend of the industry, and what we observe talking to wealth managers on a daily basis is that obviously when we see the rise of the cost pressure, the local and also the global competition, and on top of that the application of the new regulations, when you see those constraints, I wanted to understand how do you deal with those constraints on a daily basis, and also how do you see the evolution of the craft in 5 years' time?
So basically, I don't have a crystal ball, but I would say that our main goal when we created the company was to streamline the business we are in terms of tools, in terms of time, dedication, cost. So that was really to become an agile company, so to be able to adapt quickly to the changes. And if I project myself in the future, I would say that we will become more and more partner of our clients and not anymore clients versus an asset manager. For me, there is a digitalization of the market. There is artificial intelligence that will get rid of all the technicalities that we are used to work with on a daily basis. And our focus as an asset manager, external asset manager in our case, will be more to guide our clients towards investment, because the clients today have changed. They are more and more educated. So people are not anymore completely outside of the loop. They know even sometimes better than we know the investments, they know the tools, they know what they can do with the tools. So at the end of the day, our role will be more to help them, to guide them through the process, than to have this strict differentiation between client and external asset manager.
Silvio, you mentioned that you founded your company in 2017, and before using PMS, you probably used certain different tools to manage client data, portfolio data, invoicing, etc. Could you explain the main reasons why you wanted to set up a PMS? What was the main drivers behind that decision?
So, as I said before, it was really to streamline the business process and to make sure that we could comply also to the new regulation coming out, because the métier or the job of an external asset manager has changed, and it's more than just managing portfolios and having a few discussions with clients. It's becoming a full integrated business flow involving the FINMA, involving cross-border activities, and we needed a tool that can basically follow our business flow. And as long as you are a very small asset manager, you don't need absolutely to have a tool, but as soon as you have data feeds from banks and interaction with the client, asking questions on the data, and QYC to fill in auditors that want to check what you have done, the controls you have put in place. This become a natural step to use a PMS. So I think that was really the point.
No, I fully agree with that, of course. And an extension of that question would be as well, how do you see the main benefits of using Wealthark on a daily basis, maybe in terms of time saving, in terms of reduction of cost, in terms of efficiency or effectiveness? Could you share to the audience the main benefits?
So for me, the main benefits in a nutshell is, first of all, you can use Wealthark as a user, and you don't need a PhD in IT, information technology, to use it. So for most of the people, the fact that you can concentrate directly when you open Wealthark on the business and not thinking about verifying that your data feed have been completely done, that the data that you are looking at when you open Wealthark in the morning are completely correct, and that's 99% of the time. So basically, and if there is an issue, you already have an email on your email that says we are on it and we will correct it as soon as possible. That gives you a confidence that when you enter in the morning, you can work with it. And that's very important. I have a three step in the day. First step is to look at the data that I received, and if there's been changes in terms of buy, sell, new clients, so on. And then on the second step during the day, it's more to look at the compliance side of things. So checking the controls, if they have breach of guidelines. And the third part of the day is more completing the system with new information. Because the system, whatever it is, the main benefit of a system is to be able to feed him with all the information you need, and then to use that information to work and to use it on a daily basis for your relation with the client, for your auditors, and basically to monitor the portfolios. So for me, the main benefit of Wealthark is to be able to concentrate on my business and not on maintaining a system, which is often the case with other providers that I have used in the past. I was spending at least half an hour to 1 hour every day to basically making sure the data I was working on were correct, which is clearly not the case anymore with Wealthark. And I have now 2 years of experience, and this is a real benefit.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful, and that really relates to what William said in the beginning. Data quality is for us the most important requirements. So thank you very much for confirming.
And that's true. That's a real. I can tell you, I have used many different systems before, and none of them was of the quality of the data that I received from Wealthark.
That's very good to hear. I have a last question, Silvio. We know that for an external asset management manager willing to install a PMS system or all-in-one solution like Wealthark, the main objection, which is sometimes fair, is okay, what is going to be the onboarding process? How long it's going to take? How much it's going to cost to us in terms of time, in terms of resources. And I would like you to describe a little bit that process that you went through with Wealthark.
Okay, so as long as I remember, the thing was that first of all, I got one dedicated person that was helping me and guiding me to this process. So that was one key point. And in addition to that, the process was relatively easy because we didn't have to input so many data. We received templates where we entered the basic data of the portfolio, the clients, and all this information was given to Wealthark, and they implemented it into the system. And we also provided the banks. We use about 5-6 banks, different banks, with automated feed, and some of them were already in 2020, or some of them were already there. So it was a question just to switch on the feed. For others, we had to wait a few months to have the connection, but it was still acceptable. And the main benefit again to this process is that we had the minimum waste of time. Actually, I think I don't even remember having to schedule a long period of time with the team of Wealthark to implement the system. It was really, I would say, a piece of cake in a sense, because again, comparing that to what I had to go through with other systems previously, I didn't find it a burden to on board. Basically, it was quite easy.
Yeah,
and in addition to that, the connection with the support team was really good. The team was really dedicated to solve the problem as they arise, and there were not so many problems actually, but still we had a commitment to make it happen. And that's also something important. When you ask something, there is a direct feedback that is coming in the next hour, let's say. So it's important.
Yes, absolutely. And the level of support is high, and the number of people as well in the team. We have 5 dedicated people for onboarding and customer success. So obviously, this is one also of the reasons why it's fast, but with high quality and high level of support. So minimum implication on your side. Silvio, I want to thank you very much for your time this morning. I hope that your feedback was helpful and valuable for the audience. Thank you again for it, Silvio.
Welcome.